you're doing the Young Thug right here. You're doing the Gunner. You're doing the 6ix9ine. Meet Killer Curly. Why are you on Instagram announcing that 50 Cent's a killer? That's like me saying, meet Maino with 5 bodies. Why are you doing that? You're the tough guy. You're doing what I would do. Yes. Didn't I tell y'all? When me and Cass was into it, when I seen him, he said, let's talk over there. I said, let's talk outside. I knew the police was outside. Mm-hmm. Yup. Mm-hmm. You are the one. All right, anyway, Chad, I couldn't wait to get to this. Oh, my God. 50 Cent. Big homie 50. Okay? Oh, shit, 50's, oh, yes. 50 is commenting on the podcast of the 4 rappers who are in an abysmal state right now. And I'm talking about Dave East, Maino, Fabulous, and, of course, Jim Jones. They apparently commented on 50 doing a documentary about Diddy. And 50 has made it clear, like, yo, you niggas can't talk about me. We know how 50 gets. So 50 first posted this. Posted definition or AI definition of squatters. And then he says, well, let's read the definition first. It says, squatters are individuals who occupy a property without legal title, permission, or lease, often in the vacant or abandoned buildings, different from trespassers by intending to reside there long term. While squatting is illegal, and he kind of erased the rest. Then his personal caption was, these guys are squatters. They owe $250,000 for the space they're filming their podcast. These bums are trying to win the Best Dressed award, but cannot pay their bills. When you scroll over, he's talking about the Let's Rap About It podcast, where, you know, I notoriously said this is the Senior Citizen gang. By the way, if you guys don't know, theacademy.shop, go cop your Senior Citizen merch. Yes, you want to feel like a old head and a YN at the same time, but you need the proper drip for it. This is what you need right here. Go cop it. I'll give you a shout out if you do it during the stream. Anyway, he posts a picture of these guys. And again, you know what's so funny? 50's saying the same thing I'm saying. These guys are dressing like they want to be 19-year-olds. That's what he's saying to them. And 50 describes it well. These bums are trying to win a Best Dressed award. They can't pay their bills. Then he posts up, he says, Jim Jones loses Jersey home in a foreclosure amidst, it was sold for $100. Oh, my God. Then, what is this right here? Jim Jones taking a picture of Diddy and Hove, Fat Joe, and Remy. But Jimmy's here. I think that's Jimmy, right? Then Jimmy taking another picture of the Clips, and he's looking like, I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of like a side chick pic, low key. Then another one, he's taking a pic in the locker room to show off Javonte Davis in the background, right? And that's why I guess he's saying that. But then he posted this now, and he said, I understand Diddy was your hero. Stay down with him. I don't care if you let him play with your butt. Then act like you don't remember. Let's see this.
To be a dope documentary.
You gotta be dope
on who you are, what you've done.
I don't know, boy.
You've accomplished. Like, a documentary is a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like, that's petty behavior.
I don't want to know the company that did it so we could talk. You know what I mean? Because if it's on me, I need. You know what I mean?
I don't understand why that's like legal to do though.
Documentary is more like a mockumentary, shit like that. How can it even be called a documentary? You should call a documentary when it's not.
Once you become, if you're a public person, you're in the news, you can be Google.
So do you think that is wrong or not?
I think it's wrong.
I want some documentary about you. You wanted to be a dope.
So Jim Jones said 50 puts out a mockumentary. Let's see if we'll give them some extra views. It's all good. Let's see what they were talking about. Now, here's the thing. These guys look like they record 2 days before, so their topics are always old. So here's the thing. You're not going to get them responding to 50 if they're going to respond till 2 weeks from now, which that's the thing, right? Let's see if apparently they owe money for the spot. Is this the one where they talk about the documentary? Oh, here we go.
They're not cool. They don't want to be cool. So that's why I was asking those questions too. I would never want to But I don't think it's impossible because everybody grows up. Once you, like you saying, you having kids, they kids. Once they
do shit for me,
That's
if you
true.
gave them the world, yeah.
Man, you know what I mean? It took, and y'all the feeling with their moms and shit like that in the project. So it's like,
Yo, y'all got it, man. Yo, chat, fuck all that, man. Chat. The Academy.shop, man. Senior citizen merch now in stores, man. This is ridiculous.
where do you draw the line of disrespect? Like you're saying you don't see yourself ever cutting your kid off, but if you were up against that type of,
I gotta choose. Always been misunderstood.
you went to second grade?
In the car.
is recording it bullying. It's like when
never
somebody
recorded.
getting beat up. I'm just saying, if any
16.
Yeah.
Real life.
Right.
it's not really
right,
a
okay, right.
It ain't the 100 that
I
you
get
think
that.
it
It's
is.
not the
I get
100
that.
that it's not the 100 that you think it is. It's not like, and depending on your lifestyle.
What the fuck are these?
That's
niggas?
how it breaks down through the 5. But he was
Right.
just saying the money. He didn't break
No,
it.
he broke.
Okay, I'm good.
Boom. Yeah, me and you, Chelsea House, 100%. How far you going?
I probably still smoke my weeds.
What else you doing?
When you get a first billion,
They don't.
How do I
so
find?
that's what I was gonna say. Also, Maino made a point. Like it's a lifetime job. You in it like death rowing them because I'm more worried now that my son is grown and
Do shit for me.
Parents and that.
I ain't gonna front. I think if they
I would feel messed up.
if they saluting you,
First of all, they want somebody doing a documentary about you. You wanted to be a dope
Okay.
documentary.
It gotta be dope.
Showing who you are, what you've done,
Put out no bullshit
everything
on
you've
me.
accomplished. Like, a documentary is a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like, that's petty behavior.
and I want to know the company that did it so we could talk. You know what I mean? Because if it's on me, I need. You know what I mean?
I don't understand
Trash.
why that's like legal to do though. I don't
crazy.
think like
I
without
need a
anybody
couple- I
like
need a
if you're
couple
doing a
hours.
documentary, if I'm doing a documentary on you, why wouldn't you want the person involved to
It's not
interact?
really a
to-
documentary. It's more like a
It seemed like
mockumentary.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It seemed like when you don't use the person, it's more like you're against them anyway. So
when you're
that's
doing
why I
shit
don't
like
think it
that.
should be.
How can
But
it
they
even be called a
story that ill,
documentary?
you can do something
Because
with it.
once
They
you-
Like,
story
why
that
is it
ill.
called a documentary when it's not?
It's still a doc. You know, it's not an autobiography, but it's a documentary because once you become a public person,
Bro, none of them Pablo Escobar documentaries I watched, none of them people knew him. They all
There you go.
people, they
That's what I'm
just,
saying.
You get what I mean? Like you
but
can
once
just,
you become, if you're
if you
a
that
public person,
figure,
you're in the
they can just
news,
do it.
you can be Google.
So, do you think that is wrong or not?
I think
not
it's
with it.
wrong. I'm not with
I
it
ain't
either.
taking
I
it.
think that
I'm not with it.
Do
I
we all
think you
agree that
should-
it's wrong? Thumbs down for that
I don't
shit?
want nobody putting out my sex tape.
You're right.
I mean, if they slandering you or they violating, I think it's
I don't
wrong.
want to
you know
talk
what I
about
mean?
sex tapes with this nigga. This
if
nigga.
if they saluting you, it come with who you became.
Saluting you is different.
You know what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all these mushmouth niggas is trying to explain. Let me see. So, if you're gonna do a critical piece, no one is gonna sign on to a documentary that's not gonna just exalt them as this amazing figure. So I think you can do a documentary without the input or without, some of the things you might need or require from the subject that you're doing the documentary on. Now, granted, by the way, this documentary had some of what Diddy filmed himself that was supposed to possibly be for public consumption. So that's even more reason why you could do it without him. That's not my issue, whether you could do it without them or whatever. My thing is that is there an agenda, and are you being fair? It's about fairness for me. And if you're being fair, it is what it is. But if there's an agenda and this is a agenda piece, that's way different too.
Would you rather raise a bully or your child to be bullied? Why does it have to
Neither.
be that alternative? Like,
Neither.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I don't
want
want
neither.
You want to raise a
bullying
man
nobody, and I
that
don't- But if
tolerates
you
no
had to choose,
disrespect.
nigga,
You got to
You
pick
had to
one.
choose?
you gotta pick one.
to be either one either.
You
As
want
a
him getting
man,
his
you don't want your
snatch
son to
taken?
take. What the
If this episode,
Is that all they
what
said?
do you mean? Get out of there.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about the subject anymore.
For real.
Would you feel the same way if your child was being cyber?
Okay. Now, after 50 posted that, we all know that Chano been literally posting about me every day, 5 times a day, ever since a couple days ago. Now, let's see what he says to 50. Okay? You know me. I'm setting it off in the comment section. Look at Jim Jones with the eye emoji. I said, Maino, you got to go to the car and make a video. Hope you got push to start. Keep the same energy. And I'm speaking about you got to keep the same energy you had for me. Now, he posts a picture of 50, and his 50 would look like a wig or some shit on his head. And he then posts this picture. Okay. And then he says, meet Killer Curly, ladies and gentlemen. He helped me get my record deal before, so I'm always be grateful. So it's going to hurt me to drag this nigga to hell. Fuck is the problem, Curtis? What has your G-Unit G-string in a bunch, nigga? Is it the bitch or the diabetes? But let's rap about it. Now, I ain't going to lie to you. Maino, this ain't it, bro. Maino, if you don't call this nigga 10 different type of pussy, talk about what you heard from the strippers that you're trying to pay the fuck outside of Starless while they're dipping home with a man. If you don't do the same type of energy with 50, yo, Maino, you coming off like a punk, bro. Maino, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. I've heard a lot of stories about you in the streets. And I'm not in the streets, but I've heard that you're one of the guys. But you know what I'm starting to realize? You're only the tough guy with the non-tough guys. And that makes me look at you very different. Because I never knew you were like this. You basically started out, 50 called y'all a bunch of bums that were he called you squatters. The nigga called y'all squatters. He didn't say, oh, I'm only talking to Jim Jones. He said all of y'all. That's how 50 give it up. You know how 50 give it up. You know, he from Queens. He did it to Ja Rule, Fat Joe, when Fat Joe and Jada sat next to Ja Rule, he said, oh, y'all get it. If you ride in a car with his op, everybody gets shot. We're talking about figuratively. But that's how he give it up. He ain't say just Jim Jones. Jim Jones is the one who said Mockumentary. What'd he say? These guys are squatters. They owe $250,000 for the space they're filming their podcast. These bums. Man, this man called you a bum. Maino, you ran to the internet like a pregnant baby mama, defending Fabulous when Fabulous didn't even seem like he had a problem with a joke I made. I made a headband joke. Yo, damn, why you wearing a headband? He just sitting down partying. Maybe you need to get up with the times. You ran to the internet, made a 5-minute video like Fab was your girlfriend. I didn't say nothing about you initially. Now 50, a guy who likes to get tough with the tough guys. He's calling you out your name. You're a squatter. You're a bum. And you start off your message by saying, oh, 50 helped me get my record deal, so I'm gonna be grateful. Yo, Maino, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the most disappointing shit I've ever seen, because I never thought I would have to put you in the category of the tough guy who's only tough with the people who ain't tough. But I've watched mad videos of you being that. Because when niggas think about you and there's like this lore about you, like how tough you are, we didn't hear about you slapping no tough guy. We heard about you slapping Young Berg. Right? That's what we heard. And of course, people looked at that and say, yo, now Maino is different. But now we got to start calling into question, because when a tough guy is talking to you,
I'm married.
You're giving him props.
Was never open. I never.
What the fuck is this? The fuck? Look. Is YouTube down or something?
Akademiks didn't even bring up my name. He brought it up. And I guess maybe that's something that's, maybe it's a soft spot in his soul or spirit or whatever. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, whatever happened already. My boy, like, it's old already. Like, I'm not even on that, right? We already passed that. We already got past that. Whatever happened. And why even say something like that when the internet can go back and find the footage of you on Vlad TV, right? So why even?
All right, this is not loaded. What the hell's going on with YouTube right now? This shit not working? Oh, here we go. Is YouTube down?
Did yourself and said, I heard you talking reckless.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the slapping happened.
No, I gave him an option.
Oh.
I asked him what. When I asked him what, that was the option. That was the opportunity to change whatever he was saying.
And he repeated himself.
Yeah, very, very aggressive.
Right.
A lot of dudes with him. I have security with me. I have security guards with me too as well. So like, just that all like, oh, he just banged, just slapped me. Like, oh, like that's kind of like beyond me. But at the same token, like, you know, like me and him, like we rocked hard. Like we was on a lot of tours together. We did a lot of shows together. And like it is what it is. Like he much older than me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no beefing type dude. And like I never really spoke on it because like it's just like my management was telling me at the time, like, don't speak on it. It's not nothing. It's irrelevant. That's not even with your fan base, blah blah. But I thought that once we had the conversation that the next day that it was gonna be deaded. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I thought like, beyond me, and like I was just like, man. At that point, like I was kind of like Maino really didn't like. It was associates of mine that said Maino was hating or he was on some bullshit or something. I apologize for that.
Do a song together afterwards, something like that.
Well,
like, yo, listen, I was tripping. You're right, and I didn't approach
about him the next day.
Oh, really? You guys talked about the next day? Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
So he called you, or you called him?
We got him. Somebody got us on the phone. And it was just the next day told me he was tripping and whatever. You know?
Oh, really? So
I am a young and sexy dude for the young and sexy period. So it's like, it is what it is, you know. And like I mean, much success to him, you know. And it's all love on my end. In fact, I just seen Maino.
Okay. Then everybody know Maino and somebody named Bunky SA. This is how Maino, at least in my opinion, has gotten this reputation that he's like Maino is moving like he's like a serial killer. Like he's King Von. I'm showing you how he got his reputation, and cool. I ain't doubting his reputation. I'm just looking at him because now I'm starting to think I haven't seen him go against any of the tough guys. He's just picking on Nick. Yo, you're picking on Youngberg, bro. Hold on. Let me see. This is a nigga right here. There's like a studio thing where he flashes a gun on him or something like that. Is it this? It was Force DVD. I guess this guy was talking crazy. Well, I guess maybe this guy ain't soft because he was talking crazy.
Got busy. I got that footage.
All right.
You know I ain't
You're right.
Yeah. Know you from somewhere? Right. What's your name? Oh yeah. Monkey. You was in the DVD talking crazy, right? Yeah, you was in the DVD talking crazy about me, right? I seen the DVD, my nigga. Ain't nothing, man. It's all good, my nigga. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know. You know I ain't with none of that, man, right? You know about me, right?
Ironically, 50's playing in the back.
You know about me, right? My nigga, listen. You know about me, right? You don't shoot. You know about me, right?
Okay, so this is like why people think Maino is like, you know, Maino is like, He's like the King Von of New York, supposedly. Like, he's been running around slapping everybody to center. Here's my thing. Maino, this is finally a time in the sun. We need you to see you get tough with a tough guy. 50 is out here. He ready to punk everybody. And you over here giving him compliments like, yo, I'm grateful he gave me a record deal. Fuck the record deal, nigga. You not rapping no more. You're podcasting. Nigga, go in the car and tell 50 you down to meet up. Maino, I'm going to look at you different if you don't come with the same energy to 50. Chat, we got to hold people accountable. By the way, you know why I responded to Maino? Because remember, I wasn't talking to him. You know why I responded to him? Because y'all would have said to me, yo, Act, you respond to everybody else. You scared of Maino? All right, let me go respond to Maino. All right, we got to keep the same energy. Maino, the same way you've been responding to niggas, we don't want to hear how grateful you are, nigga. You need to tell 50, just like how you just posted telling Whack 100. All right, pause on this. Yo, if you ready to do something, do something. I'm seeing if Maino got the same energy. Yo, calling 50 Cent curly is not the energy, bro. Anyway, I see Jim Jones in the comment section. This is Jim Jones right here. Did Jim Jones respond? Yo, Jim, I love you, brother. Actually, let me not say I love you because I really don't care about sound like that. But like, Jim, the same way when you see me at Prudential Center and you say niggas get hurt when they play with me, why ain't you saying that to Fifth? If you don't know the story, I see Jim at Prudential. He was walking in front of Birdman. I didn't see him at first. I really went down and say what up to Birdman. I think he thought I was walking because I was walking quickly because Birdman was walking past me. I think he thought I was walking to confront him and not saying nothing, but nigga, like, it's like, what up, nigga? Goes over to the side. I'm with Vlad at the time. You know, I'm kind of moving around. I see Birdman, that's my guy. Then Jim is like, you know, I try to say what up to him. Because I didn't know this nigga is mad over some 6ix9ine shit. I guess 6ix9ine said that some blood came home and it wasn't cool. It didn't look good. So he was feeling away. So I'm trying to say what up to Jim. I don't even think there's a problem. Jim, he starts set tripping on me. Jim Jones literally turned into a teen-year citizen on me. My boy with the gray beard was acting like a YN. Yo, listen, man. Yo, let me say this to you, bro. Let me say this to you, dog. Yo, you moving fidgety. He's like, yo, let me say this to you, dog. Yo, that shit y'all doing online, that shit not cool. I'm like, what is he talking about? So I'm like, Jim, what are you talking about? Yo. That, and he mentions, he does mention 6ix9ine. He said, I just want to let y'all niggas to know, niggas get hurt when they play with me. That was the line. Like, that was like his wrestling line. Niggas get hurt when they play with me. 50 Cent looked like he been playing with you, pause, for the last year, and he looks like he's healthy as hell. I'm starting to realize, Maino, Jim Jones, I'm waiting to see if they're going to get tough with the tough guys. Maino didn't even go to the car to make a video. He's like, I appreciate Fifth. Fifth gave me a record deal. What? I'm starting to realize. Jim is in the comments just with the laughing emoji. I'm realizing that the energy these guys have only applies when they feel like they're not meeting another tough guy. This is hey, Maino, you post everything on your page. I know you ain't gonna post 50 again. You shook. you could post me saying this. I'm wondering where's the energy with the tough guys. I see you incorrectly thought that I tagged Whack 100. No, I didn't. Maino, you've been just clout chasing, and I'm sorry. I'm like the biggest media nigga, so when you talk about me, everybody want to chime in. And yes, my other people who or whatever, they're looking at you because they realize that everybody sees the interaction for what it is. Nigga, everybody's jonesing on each other, and you're approaching it with an aggressive attitude like you want to fight and you want to get violent. So yes, that's why other people are like, yo, why? Yo, hold on now. Relax, nigga. Like, what's up with you? That's why. So nobody tagged in nobody. But I want to hear that same type of violent tone with 50 Cent. And if I don't hear the same type of violent tone, because again, when you thought I tagged in Whack, you said, if that nigga want to do something, let's do something. And I don't hear you. It seems like you're sounding like me when I was asking you why you're so aggressive. Remember, I'm like, yo, bro, I thought we were joking. Like, why are you so mad? That's how you sound like. What is the problem? That's exactly what I asked you. Maino done turned to me. Yo, it hit different when the bully meet a bigger bully. 50 giving all y'all wedgies on there, and y'all like, what's the problem, Curtis? Fuck what the problem is. He said all y'all niggas is bum-ass niggas that owe $250,000. This is your time to get tough. What happened to that, Maino? Is Maino going to get tough? Now, I do want to say I'm not encouraging any violence. I'm anti-violence. Just remember that. However, I like the same energy. The energy wasn't here with this one. If anything, Maino, I'm going to tell you why you sound like me. Remember when I said, yo, next time I see Maino, I'll make sure I got security. He do something, I'm going to send him to jail. You're doing the young thug right here. You're doing the gunner. You're doing the 6ix9ine. Meet Killer Curly. Why are you on Instagram announcing that 50 Cent's a killer? That's like me saying, meet Maino with 5 bodies. Why are you doing that? You're the tough guy. You're doing what I would do. Yes. Didn't I tell y'all? When me and Cass was into it, when I seen him, he said, let's talk over there. I said, let's talk outside. I knew the police was outside. Mm-hmm. Yup. Mm-hmm. Let's talk outside where the cops is at. Mm-hmm. Yup. Mm-hmm. Meet Killer Curly. Meet Killer Curly? You see what happens when a bully meets a bigger bully? Maino is just me. Meet Killer Curly. Why are you saying killer? Why are you saying killer? Why are you saying that at all? That's like me saying, yo, when I see Maino, yeah, I'm saying it specifically. Oh, no, I think I said it. I said, yeah, when Maino says some shit, I sent it in the group chat with Hip Hop Police. I say, yo, y'all seen this? Yes, that's what you're doing. When you say meet Killer Curly, you're doing what I did when you said some crazy shit, and I just put it in the group chat with Hip Hop Police. Yo, y'all seen this? Now that nigga funny, huh? I know they gonna add it to the investigation files. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maino, you doing the same thing as me. Maino, I'll put you in the group chat with Hip Hop Police. You could just tell them on 5th too. Because we know you don't want to get no tough with. You're not giving that type of energy here. Now you're calling him Killer. Why you ain't calling me Killer Act? You ain't called me Killer Act. It wasn't Killer Act to me now, huh? I'm a jar of relish, but this is Killer Curly. Oh. Yo, 50. I was critical of the documentary at first, but I got your back, gang. I'm with you. 50. Yo, my God, man. You know what? One thing I like about 50? 50 is a definition of I don't hold no punches and I don't pick and choose. I knew 50 ain't pick and choose when I seen him go at Jay. Yo, 50 literally just don't pick and choose. I fuck with it. Now, Maino, I've never seen Maino ask all these questions. Why, Maino, why when you address me, you wasn't asking Ak, what's your problem with us? What's your problem with a headband, nigga? What's your problem with this? Why are you asking so much fucking questions? What's the problem? What is your G? No, nigga. Jim Jones, you got to tell 50 niggas get hurt playing with you. That's what you told me. 50 is playing with you. He's doing exactly what you told me about. When niggas do online shit, they get hurt playing with you. Jim, 50 is doing online shit playing with you. Is he going to get hurt or not? Chat, hey, listen. I want to reiterate, I'm not here as a proponent of violence. I'm here to point out the hypocrisy. These guys are not keeping the same energy. This, that Atlanta Young Thug shit. Gunna a rat, Woody a rat, but he just talked too much. He told, he ain't snitch. What? Kello, what? That's that picking and choosing shit, chat. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's the facts. They pick and choose. If I've learned one thing about the streets pick and choose. They keep the same energy till they meet another nigga who's tougher than them. Then it's a whole different situation. They got a million ways to explain it why it's different. Well, nah, it ain't that serious what Fifth said. What you said, nah, nigga, like, nah, we had to let you know you pussy. Like, yeah, we had to let you know. Cause I said something about a headband? Yeah, nigga, yeah. Bro, he says y'all are squatters that owe $250,000 and are bum ass niggas. That doesn't offend y'all? Well, yo, that's different. That's like different. Like, that's different. Like, that's different. He gave me my first record deal. Okay. Maino, I'm refreshing your page a whole night. If you don't get to that dusty ass car and go make a video calling 50 all type of pussy and talk about what he's alleged to have done, because remember, when me and you were supposedly jonesing with each other, and by the way, I could jones with the best of them, you got real weird. You always had this aggressive overtone, but you got real weird and start bringing up lies and accusations about me that are not true. I want to see you try that with 50. That's what I want to see you try. I dare you to go try that with 50. His baby mama said a couple things about him. Made allegations. Go put that on the internet versus him. Bet you won't. 50, man. I gotta salute you, man. I like you're doing the Lord's work, man. You're keeping the gangster niggas in check. And one thing I could say about you, Fifth, how that Juvenile song from the 90s to the 2000s, you've been checking these niggas and keeping them on point from the 90s to the 2000s to the 2020s. I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it. I rock with it. I rock with it. I'm refreshing Maino's page. He ain't got nothing to say. He posted me more than he posted anybody else. You could tell he don't really want no parts of 50. He talking, said, fuck wrong with him. Maino, you see, the reason why niggas stopped talking to you because you came off, you're pretty weird. There's allegations about you that, number one, first of all, I'm worth too much to really speak on if it's unfounded because it could be a lawsuit. Number two, as men, unless you know certain things are facts, you shouldn't even really accuse certain people of certain things. But you were very comfortable to do it, right? Because you had no jokes that you can't really joke with people. I get it. I want to see if you're going to do that to 50. I dare you. The same thing you claimed you kept posting about with me, go post what Daphne Joy accused 50 of the same thing. I dare you. You ain't that tough. That just goes to show. You ain't that tough, my nigga. Chat, he said he brought up some chick saying something about me. There is online proof, and the girl who said about 50 is famous. Let's see if he will post that about 50. Or is he just not like that? Somebody said, I posted, I don't got nothing against 50. And I believe Shorty was capping. Why would I post it? I'm just saying, I'm judging Maino on how he handles both situations. Somebody said, Ak, you not 50, relax. I know. But that's the point. All right. I know 50 gonna keep the foot on the neck, man. Shout out to Fifth, bro. Shout out to Fifth. Fifth, I know you watch the stream, man. I love you, man. Yo, is 50 is he the like goated villain that's ever existed? By the way, Fifth, if you're making the Maino documentary, I know a few people that want to be in it. Just saying. If you're making the Maino documentary, you know Fifth is like the documentary nigga now, right? I seen a meme niggas is like, yo, something happened to some random, and they're like, yo, Fifth about to make a documentary. Yeah, Fifth don't give a damn. Is this young Fifth? Yup. Yo, Fifth is something else, bro. Maino took his ass to sleep. No smoke. No fucking smoke. All right. Yo, Maino, if you getting bullied and you need to call the cops on Fifth, I'll put you in a group chat with Hip Hop Police. They'll make sure Fifth don't come around you. Don't give you a wedgie or nothing like that. You good, bro. Trust me. Trust me. They'll start a case file and an order of protection for you, too. All right, let's keep it going. Yeah, Maino ain't gonna say nothing. That nigga's on mute. Let me refresh his page a couple more times. Oh, the video ain't come out yet? Nope. All right. Did Fab say something? Fab, I feel like Fab just be catching strays. Yo, Fab be just chilling, bro. Fab don't give a fuck about this shit, man. Loki, I think Fab be on that podcast thinking, yo, my nigga, like, I got too much money to really be here, bro. Like, Fab is actually lit. Because Fab had, like, an illustrious career. Fab's a New York City legend. Not Mount Rushmore type legend, but, like, if you're going to say top, where would you think Fab ranks in all-time New York City rappers? It's either top 15 or top 10. But it's not further than that. But there's a lot of New York City rappers, right? So you got to throw... You got Nas, you got Jay, you got Cam, you got Fifth, you got Nicki. That's already 5. You got DMX, You got Ja Rule. Who else? You got Fat Joe. Yeah, I think Fab is like, is it top 10? No. Y'all disrespecting. No, he's definitely like, Fab is in the top 15 of New York rappers. Y'all don't think so? What? You know what's so crazy too? I honestly think that even like that joke I was getting off on Fab, I don't even think Fab gave a fuck. I think Fab was like, yo, this nigga keep doing what he doing, whatever. Because Fab's a jokey type nigga too. Maino was just holding his pockets. What y'all think?